Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the euro currency. So it was interesting dramatic action yesterday. So it was mixed data had been released and it led to opposite actions very short-term period. But from the technical point of view, you can see it is wonderful, but both setups have been completed. So the first setup is our setup that we talked about. In euro currency, we said that market should take it out of these lows, but since we have the grabber, we have the bearish action on this swing on the intraday charts. We haven't completed OP target that we have discussed yesterday, and we initially was watching for a butterfly. Currently, you can see we haven't got the butterfly, so the 1070 has not been completed. But speaking about all the other things, they are done well. So because grabber is completed, this market has taken out of these lows, so minimal target of the grabber has been achieved. Also, the OP targets on the intraday charts, as you see in this video, also have been hit. What is more important is that if you take a look at the dollar index, you'll see that the COP target that we talked about for a long time, and that was the reason why we suggested that market should show the upward continuation here. This also has been completed. So take a look. This is A, B, C, bottom, COP has been hit. So it better could be seen on the weekly chart, starting from these lows, because rally started right from here. You can see market hits the COP target finally and turns down right now. So it's interesting whether we have here on dollar index the free drive sell. It's also not quite. So this is not quite the free drive sell. Ratios do not coincide in one tight range. So anyway, major monthly weekly target on the dollar index has been hit as well. From the fundamental point of view, you probably know the background. So it was initially when the euro drops, it was not really good statistics from the European Union. But later, it was really poor manufacturing activity in the United States. Sort of manufacturing activity has dropped and the lowest level in a decade. So it was really very significant impact on overall sentiment on the market. And as a result, if you compare the investors' view on the rate cut from the Federal Reserve, you'll see that the drop of the keeping rate at this level has dropped twice, 2 times. So a few months ago it was around 60%. That rate will stay the same through the year. Right now it stands slightly above the 30%. So market gradually starts to price in the possible rate cut from the by the Fed. And as you know probably that Donald Trump always talk about the too high rates and that it's not necessary in current economic conditions, and they call to Fed that they need to cut the rate to support the activity in the United States economy, especially in the period of the reforms. And maybe it's just my suggestion that the trading war, not of course this is the only reason, but one of the reasons of the trade war could be some pressure on the Fed to create the situation that potentially could become the hazard for the United States economy. So maybe Donald Trump will already know what to do with these tariffs. That maybe they will come to agreement, but they keep this tension just to make the impact on the Fed, make the pressure on the Fed to cut the rate. And to achieve the aim that he would like to get, but that he can't get by some other tools and measures. So anyway, currently we see that the short-term sentiment on the market has changed, and the setup that has been published now a forum by our Elliott Wave expert also starts to work. So you can see the market indeed turns up somewhere in this area where they have suggested. So now, in a shorter-term perspective, we need to keep an eye on the possible short-term bullish setups because overall impulse very strong. we have the bullish reversal candle here. So you can see market creates the new lows, but the close above the top of the previous candle. But also, guys, this is the wash and rinse of these lows. It's also bullish sign. Finally, from the pivot point framework, market was held. The price action was held by the monthly pivot support band. It tells that mostly should be treated as a retracement. The market hasn't broken through it and now turns up. It means that on intraday charts we need to keep an eye on the possible bullish patterns if we will get any. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see that our OP target finally has been reached yesterday. Our butterfly 127 extension also has been hit. Actually, it was 1618 also has been hit, but it was really fast, and so I'm just talking about the target that we were expected to see. So again, price action was held by the OP, by the weekly pivot support one as well. Now market is coming about the weekly pivot and comes to the resistance in 112 area. Speaking about the upside targets, actually we have here two different ways to calculate the possible target. The first target is the ultimate extension of the butterfly. So we are usually familiar with the minor retracement on the butterfly, 30%, 50%, but sometimes butterflies, when they become the pattern that leads to reversal in the market, has also ultimate targets. And they are 127 extension of the whole butterfly body, calculated to the upside, and the 1618 extension. 127 stands 12 or 9. Actually, it coincides with this one's 618 resistance, while next target stands at the COP, minor extension 1220 is A, B, C, bottom, very steep and small BC leg here. So actually, I suggest that this pattern should shift gradually to some more representable view. With some retracement, we probably should get a kind of the greater, more common ABCD pattern. That's just it's very small and short-term ABCD pattern. So COP 1220 and 1618 stands 1237. That's few targets that we have on the market. All of them stands relatively close to 112 resistance. So 1230 also is a weekly pivot resistance one. So that's the area where we have some multiple short-term targets, and maybe somewhere from these levels we will get some reasonable pullback here, which in turn should give us some more harmonic ABCD pattern, and that's particularly the pattern that we will keep an eye on for position taking. So that's our view on the euro. Let's see how the situation will develop here.